Nigerians must accept reality of Tinubu's presidency, NBA says. Look at this NBA. So just because they just finished their annual convention or whatever, and they invited Tinubu there, and what is the name of that boy? Portable to come and sing. So they have aligned. Tinubu has fed them tight now. So they are singing Tinubu's praises now. What kind of people are these? These are young lawyers that should, know what is right and right wrongs and tell the president what you are doing is right or what you are doing is wrong, without favoritism or without any form of biasness. These are people coming out to say we must accept it. Is he a must? Okay, you must accept, and not everybody. Nigerian Bar Association has now become a scam as well. That is what I say here. Wow. Okay, so he stressed that Tinubu is the Nigerian president as of today, whether people like it or not. He asserted that INEC declaring him the winner of the February 25 presidential poll is a function of the Constitution. So Nigerian Bar Association has said the earlier Nigerians accept Tinubu's presidency, the better for the nation. He said that Tinubu is the Nigerian president as of today, whether people like it or not. Okay, he asserted that INEC declaring him the president, winner of the February 25 presidential poll is a function of Constitution. Can you imagine? So the INEC institution is now by Constitution, and for your mind they have done, the needful of it. NBA President Yakubu Mike said this in reaction to the uproar that trailed Tinubu's invitation to give the opening speech at the just concluded NBA conference. That Tinubu is president today is a function of law. It is a function of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It is a function of the Electoral Act. What I have done is simply to recognize the position of the law. Mike Yu said in an Arise TV interview on Monday night. So Mike Yu added, as far as the law is concerned today in this country, without prejudice to the tendency of petition against the election and declaration of President Tinubu, he is the president and commander-in-chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the president of this country, and I went to him because I defer to the law, not the whims and caprices of individuals. This is not a function of anybody's sentiment or whims and caprices. Okay, so Mr. McHugh reasoned that when anything had been declared by a public officer, there is a presumption, rebuttable, though, that all that needed to be done had been so done, and that the person who made that declaration had authority to make the declaration. Then he asked, did the INEC chairman have the authority to make the declaration that he did? Yes, said the NBA leader. When he declared Tinubu as president, there is a presumption that ensued in favor of Tinubu as the candidate at that time. Now, president, under the auspices of the APC, that all that needed to be done, that all the requirements that needed to be declared as president had been satisfied. Can you imagine? So Mr. Michael further argued, who else should I invite? Should I not recognize the provisions of the law? Are we without a president because there is a pending petition? No. Tinubu's invitation to the NBA conference elicited criticism, with many arguing that it was improper given that the president's electoral victory is being challenged at the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal, as Atiku Abubakar of PDP and Peter Obi of Labour Party seek the nullification of Mr. Tinubu's victory on several grounds. Can you imagine? So because he has already invited Tinubu to come and grace the occasion of the NBA's annual conference. So he's defending Tinubu's presidency. He's going ahead now to defend Tinubu's presidency that will have a president. And we must recognize that even though the case is in the court or is being contested in the tribunal, he's still the president and he must invite him. That is what the law says. Can't you do that conference without the president? That is the question. Couldn't you have done your conference without inviting anybody and say we are watching? This guy, all of these people they've been paid and they know where they are going. That is the truth. It's kind of fortunate that young people are misbehaving. If the presidency of Tinubu is controversial and it's now being contested in the court and the winner is yet to emerge, why didn't you just go ahead to do your conference without inviting the president? Or look for somebody else to invite. That is it. And now you are coming here to defend it as a young man. This is actually not a very good one, not a very good signal for us as a country. That is the truth. Now there are a few comments. I know people did not read this so much, but let me see. Someone say Nigerians mustn't accept wrong as a right. Exactly. So if Tinubu has been made the president, that doesn't mean that it was right, because the process that made him the president was faulted and became questionable because of the tendency of corruption associated with it. The reality of Tinubu's administration is hardship, joblessness, hunger, and high cost of living. Exactly. So the NBA is being corrected here. The reality of Tinubu's presidency is all this hard life that he has introduced just 100 days in the office. And this hard life is not what we voted for, or it's not what we asked for. In fact, Tinubu was not even voted. INEC just rigged and faulted all the processes that are meant to guide the election of a president. Okay, so this NBA chairman that is trying to say that INEC and the INEC chairman have done what the law said they should do. Did they do it rightly? Are you not aware the way they have violated the Electoral Act of 2022 and all the electoral policies and procedures and guidelines? Didn't you see it? And you are here talking. Oh, wow, these people have been bribed. But the matter is still being contested in the Nigerian court of law. Why should this country, Nigeria, work in controversy? Yes. End judiciary and NBA reform now. Calling. Have we? End judiciary and end NBA. Simple. And not adding value to us. NBA president's statement is nothing less to psychophantic, and that alone can trigger violence. Allow the honorable court to do their constitutional job. As court please is the language of the court. Only those who want to bring down the roof would not accept this position. Until the court of competent jurisdiction stated otherwise, Bola Tinubu remains the president and commander-in-chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Okay, don't worry. All of you will suffer it. This is just the beginning. That is the truth. So that is exactly the position of the NBA chairman. Thank you for listening, and let's have your comments.